Today is the kickoff for Blue Bikes New Orleans. We will have 100 riders riding around the city, and it's the official kickoff for Blue Bikes, which is a social bike program with 70 stations. 700 bikes will be stationed around the city of New Orleans starting today.
We're really expanding bike share in the city of New Orleans called Blue Bikes. So you can get from neighborhood to neighborhood, you can get from home to work if tourists want to get around the city, and it puts us on par with Paris, New York, Chicago, all the great cities in the world. So we're really excited about it and thankful to Blue Cross for being the major sponsor.
It's an unbelievable program because it allows people to be able to use these bikes that are all over New Orleans to get to work, to get to play, and to get to wherever they want to get to for a low price and exercise that heart and get them off that couch. As a physician, we have to understand that we gotta keep it moving. If you don't move it, you're gonna lose it. So you gotta get off the couch. You gotta make sure that you are doing something active. Sometimes people wanna run, but that's a lot of impact. That's why bicycling is so important. You can burn off a lot of calories. You don't have to do a lot of damage to your body, increase your target heart rate, and really make sure that your body is fit and happy and healthy.
The mission at Blue Cross Blue Shield Louisiana is to improve the health and lives of Louisianians. As the 49th healthiest state in the union, we have a lot of room to improve. We see bike riding, the ability to go get fresh fruit if there isn't in your neighborhood. Just the exercise aspect of it is a great benefit to do it in an affordable manner around the city of New Orleans.
When we first started, we had about 5 miles of bike lanes in the city of New Orleans. Now we have 110. You can get around really easily on a bike because New Orleans is so small, and the Lafitte Greenway connects neighborhoods, it connects housing, it connects jobs, it connects it to the French Quarter. Just come to New Orleans and have fun.
Everybody is concerned that, I haven't ridden a bike in a long time. Once you ride a bike, you've ridden a bike. You might be a little rusty, like your chain on your bike, but once you start moving, that chain will get lubricated, and so will you.
Blue Bikes is a network of publicly available bikes so you can take from one location, ride it around, and drop it off at another. There'll be 700 located across the city of New Orleans in the most popular destinations where you want to get to your job, you want to meet friends out. The bikes will be available and ready for you to go. It's $8 per hour, prorated to the minute, or a subscription for $15 per month where you get 1 hour free every day. There's also a low-income plan available for $20 per year where you get an hour free every day. These bikes are highly secure. We have a lock system that's been tested in cities all over the world, so highly secure, highly safe, and very reliable. And you create an account with a credit card so we know who has the bikes and where they're going. Bike share is a new form of mobility. It's low cost, it's affordable, there's a benefit to public health, where it's a form of active transportation. There's a benefit in terms of the environment, where it reduces your carbon emissions. So it's just a win-win-win.
New Orleans, we make history today. With the launch of Blue Bikes, bike share is now a reality. It's convenient, it's affordable, it's easier to get around. The bikes are environmentally friendly, that's very important. They lessen the carbon footprint, and like I said, as a doctor, I'm trying to get you lose some weight. I want to make everybody to make it happen. Lose that weight and get healthy. And let me tell you something, this was not easy. It wasn't easy. We had to have a strong will and convince a bunch of people who had some strong wants. Y'all know you are, but guess what? You're on board now. And this is what is so important. We have to make sure that we have to get everybody involved in this program. This is not just for a few. This is for everyone in the city. Because let's face it, when you walk up a mountain, it makes your legs stronger. But when you bike up a mountain, it makes them even stronger. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right. So,
building mountains?
Yeah, we building mountains out here, baby. We're building mountains. We're building mountains. Look, we're getting something we never had before. Exciting new venture will have a huge impact on our city. It wouldn't have been possible without the very historic partnership between the city of New Orleans, Social Bicycles, and our generous title sponsor, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana. And my blue bike hero, John McGinnis, had the vision. He had the vision to transform a city's environment, health, transportation, and economic development. That's what Blue Bikes is. It's transformative.
If New Orleans wants to go into the future, if New Orleans wants to be the most innovative laboratory for innovation and change in America, the first thing we need to do is catch up with what's going on in New York and Chicago, reducing the carbon footprint, giving people opportunities to exercise, finding folks that live in neighborhoods that need transportation options to get to work. There's only one way to do that, and that's with the Bike Share program. And of course, it wouldn't have been possible without the support of the great City Council. The members are here today, and of course, without our great partnership, without Social Bikes, and without Blue Cross and Blue Shields. Now, through the Greenway and Blue Bikes, we're connecting residents and visitors to jobs and many of the projects that we built together. So, council members, we talked about building places. And Blue Bikes is the kind of public transit that's going to help get our citizens to and from work. It's got 15 stations as of today. There are 115 bikes that are on the street. And as I said before we finish, there are going to be 55 stations with over 685 bikes that are going to be put on the street in New Orleans in the next couple of months. Blue Cross, thank you so much. Give them a round of applause. We went from 5 miles of bike lanes to 100 miles of bike lanes, and now this is integrated into our transit system. There are nearly 10,000 people that live in the initial service area that service over 90,000 jobs. And so I can't tell you how happy I am to be here today. This is the culmination of a dream that many of us have had for a very long time. This is what it looks like to win. This is what it looks like when the city of New Orleans leads the nation, and I thank all of you for being a great part. Help me welcome Brian Keller, Senior VP and Chief Marketing Officer, Blue Cross Blue Shield, our great partner. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good morning. What a great day. As a native New Orleanian and the Blue Cross Blue Shield representative, I couldn't be prouder to be here today to do this. I love this city, and to get to give something back to this city that helps improve the health and lives of New Orleanians is huge. Our mission is to improve the health and lives of Louisianians. This is just an example of where we get to do it here in New Orleans, and like I said, being born and raised here, I couldn't be more proud. This is an opportunity. It's probably not the healthiest state with all this great food and great things to do in this city. As Dr. Hebert talked about earlier, as we rode by, I was looking at some great restaurants planning out my unhealthy lunch. But we got that exercise on the way here, and this is an opportunity to get the state, and in particular, this city healthier. So thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Social Bikes, and thank you to the greatest city in America that we could be part of it through Blue Bikes. Thank y'all, and Ryan, come on up.
Ryan Respecki with Social Bikes.
So today's the result of a lot of hard work by city staff, the Blue Cross Blue Shield team, and my team at Social Bicycles. And it's not the end, it's the beginning of a new public transportation system here in New Orleans, one that is affordable and accessible to everyone here. And to be very clear, this is not just a tourist amenity. This is something for local people to get to jobs, to get to meet with friends, to go out, to see the town, to explore the city in a different way. I've been coming to New Orleans for many years, off and on with my wife, and it's a city that we love. And so to be able to be a part of the city in a deeper way and have our company embedded into the fabric of the city is really important for me, and really excited to celebrate today with everybody here. Thank you.
You were leading the pack here today. What was it like?
Oh, it was a blast. Well, first of all, it's a gorgeous day. It's crazy. We're right in the beginning of December, and everybody's out here in T-shirts and shorts, so it's a beautiful day. And we rode the Lafitte Greenway, which is just spectacular. And so we had a great time, and it was really enjoyable.
You had a chance to ride one of the bikes today. Tell us about your experience.
It was terrific. The bike's easy to handle. It's heavy. It holds the road well, and it's a great way to see the city or get where you need to be.
This is monumental for the city of New Orleans. First of all, to get a great sponsor like Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana to sponsor something like this for this city is amazing. But also to show that we had a very small amount of bike lanes in this city, a very small amount of people riding bikes in this city 4 years ago. Now we have quadrupled, even 5 times the amount of people riding and the amount of bike lanes, and that is going to make this city have less of a carbon footprint. It's also going to get our people healthier, and that's what we want to do.
Oh, it was spectacular. Everybody was very excited about it. I see Blue Bikes NOLA, Blue Bikes New Orleans being a big hit and part of the city's landscape for the foreseeable future.
If people have questions, like more information, what should they do?
They should go to bluebikesnola.com and they can see where the stations are, how affordable it is to rent the bikes, and see a great way to enjoy the city.